We are back to kick off another week of Movie News Daily. We're talking Blu-ray upcoming releases, we're talking Critics' Choice Awards, and a whole lot more on today's January 5th edition of Movie News Daily. Let's get into it. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back into JC's Movies, where you can see all kind of movie and TV show content with me, JC, here today to continue our Movie News Daily show, bringing this to you every Monday through Friday, just highlighting whatever little movie news, whatever little tidbits we can find from the previous day. This time going back over the weekend, since this is the Monday edition, and we'll be coming at you with this every Monday through Friday here on JC's Movies. So if you haven't yet, it doesn't cost you anything. Hit that subscribe button. Come here, get these videos directly into your feed. We'll talk movies together, especially superhero, comedy, and horror. Those are the ones that are right up my alley. So if you're fans of those too, be sure you hit that subscribe button. And while you're in here watching the video, you can help us out a ton just by hitting that little like button, hitting that thumbs up button on this video will help that hit the YouTube algorithm, help this find more fans of movies like yourself. With no further ado, let's get into our January 5th Movie News Daily. Let's talk box office a little bit here, starting with Stranger Things, the series finale. I know I watched it on Netflix first and then went and watched it in theaters. We had tickets for January 1st, so there's no way we could wait. So it's December 31st when it dropped. Watched it on Netflix that night, went and watched it in theaters the next day, and I will say it was way better in theaters, much more of a really good experience. But it was also a really good theater experience because everyone that's in there is gasping at the scenes, they're crying. It was a good theater experience. I will have to give it to that, and seems like a good turnout as well. As we see here, the Stranger Things finale earns more than $25 million over the weekend in movie theaters, which is good news for movie theaters, which we love here. We want them to carry on. We want them to thrive. And also, it might open up the door for, more things like this in the future, for them to have a streaming series or a streaming movie that goes to premiere in the theaters as well. I think that's possible, and that's what we get here in this quote. AMC chief Adam Aron hinted that the streamer will look for more ways to have its programming shown on the big screen. At AMC, our company is excited about the prospect of taking more Netflix content to theater goers, and I might add that the working relationship between the two companies in our two recent projects has been easy, creative, and seamless. It should come as no surprise that our two companies already have actively commenced discussing what additional Netflix programming can be shown on AMC's giant screens. So that's big. Let's keep movie theaters alive. Let's keep putting stuff in there. Stranger Things does great at the box office. What was the performance like for the other movies at the theater over the box office in the US this weekend? And we can take a look at that here, courtesy of Showtimes.com. Top box office movies in North America this past weekend. Avatar: Fire and Ash claims the number one spot, grossing $40 million this weekend, putting him up over $300 in the US. Zootopia at number 2 picked up $19 million this weekend, putting it over $360 million in the US. The Housemaid, which I've heard pretty good things about, I might have to check that one out, is number 3 at the box office, nearly $15 million this weekend. It's up over 75 now. And then Marty Supreme at number 4, $12 million, nearly $13 million, $56 million total for it in the US. And then Anaconda rounds out the top 5, earning $10 million this past weekend, putting it near $46 million overall now. The rest of the list, you had SpongeBob, the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants at 6, David at 7, Song Sung Blue at 8, Wicked for Good at 9, still in the top 10 despite 7 weeks in theaters. Five Nights at Freddy at number 10 there, rounding out your top 10 box office performances domestically this weekend. And then we also had the Critics' Choice Awards this past weekend. We got the full winners list here from The Hollywood Reporter. One Battle After Another wins Best Picture at the Critics' Choice Awards. Timothée Chalamet wins Best Actor for his performance in Marty Supreme. Jessie Buckley wins Best Actress for her performance in Hamnet. Jacob Elordi, Best Supporting Actor for his performance in Frankenstein. Amy Madigan, Best Supporting Actress for her performance in Weapons. And Best Young Actor or Actress, Miles Catton of Sinners. Well deserved there as well. Best Director at the Critics' Choice Awards goes to Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. Best Original Screenplay, Ryan Coogler won that for Sinners there at the Critics' Choice Awards. And then Best Adapted Screenplay, One Battle After Another, and Paul Thomas Anderson again. And of course, plenty more where that came from, but I won't bore you guys, run through the entire list. If you want to know more, Best Cinematography, all of that on down the list there on The Hollywood Reporter. You can find the list for the full Critics' Choice Award winners, which, sometimes that gives us a little bit of insight into how people are feeling in regards to the Oscars, which are upcoming the 1st of March there. So we'll keep an eye out for that. I think a lot of those films that we mentioned there will definitely be in contention for similar awards once the Oscars rolls around, which I'm really excited about. And then the last thing I wanted to hit on here on this January 5th edition of Movie News Daily is it's Monday. That means, used to always be you'd go out at midnight on Monday for those upcoming, Tuesday Blu-ray releases, but want to try and hit on those on Monday, let you guys know what's coming out the next day on Tuesday. So upcoming Blu-ray releases this week, you got Tron Ares, the 4K, and looks like a steelbook there as well. You got the Arrow video version of Under Siege in 4K, and then they have the regular Blu-ray version of Under Siege as well. You have Tron Ares, just the regular Blu-ray. You have Shelby Oaks coming out this week. I haven't had a chance to watch that yet. I might have to pick that up. Chris Stuckman's horror movie. Afterburn, which I hadn't heard of, is Dave Bautista and Samuel L. Jackson in a film together. Haven't heard of that one. Other than that, let's see. It's Never Over, Jeff Buckley. Haven't heard that. K-Pax is coming out on Blu-ray. Shameless looks like a complete box set there on Blu-ray, dropping on Tuesday. Falling Skies complete series out on Blu-ray. And then just the 10th season of Shameless coming out on Blu-ray as well. And then you got the Roots miniseries there, their complete original series there from 1977 coming out on Blu-ray also. And then rounding it out, the 11th season of Shameless will be out on Blu-ray. And then Exit Protocol, which looks like it has Dolph Lundgren, Michael Jai White. So, a couple of action movies I hadn't heard of that got some stars in them. But that's what's dropping on Blu-ray this week. And that will pretty much do it for this Monday, January 5th edition of Movie News Daily. Be back with you guys throughout the week. Like I said, keep it locked here Monday through Friday on JC's Movies. We'll talk movies together, especially superhero, comedy, and horror. So be sure you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Help this video find more movie fans like yourself. And I appreciate you tuning into this one, and I will catch you on the next one.